Welcome to the Vocabulary Podcast by IMS Gujarat, featuring today IMS Vocab, Episode 20, words 476 to 500. Let us begin. Word 476 is Baconian, spelling Baconian, meaning of or pertaining to Lord Bacon or his philosophy. Example: the Baconian method emphasizes observation and experimentation in science. Word 477 is bacterium, spelling Bacterium, meaning a microbe. Example: the bacterium was identified under the microscope in the lab. Word 478 is badger, spelling Badger, meaning to pester. Example: the children badgered their mother for ice cream on a hot summer day. Word 479 is baffle, spelling Baffle, meaning to foil or frustrate. Example: the complex puzzle baffled even the brightest students in the class. Word 480 is bailiff, spelling Bailiff, meaning an officer of court having custody of prisoners. Example: the bailiff served the court summons at the defendant's address. Word 481 is baize, spelling Baize, meaning a single-colored napped woolen fabric. Example: the card table was covered with a smooth green baize cloth. Baize is a soft woolen fabric with a napped finish, traditionally used to cover card tables and billiard tables. Think of the classic green surface on a snooker table at your local club. That fabric is baize. Rhymes with lays. Word 482 is bale, spelling Bale, meaning a large package prepared for transportation. Example: the farmer loaded a heavy bale of cotton onto the truck. Word 483 is baleful, spelling Baleful, meaning malignant. Example: she gave him a baleful look after his rude comment at dinner. Word 484 is ballad, spelling Ballad, meaning a popular narrative poem with epic subject. Example: the folk singer performed a haunting ballad at the Rajasthan festival. Word 485 is balsam, spelling Balsam, meaning a medical preparation, aromatic and oily. Example: the balsam oil soothed his aching muscles after the long cricket match. Word 486 is banal, spelling Banal, meaning commonplace. Example: the movie's banal plot made it predictable and utterly boring. Barcarole comes from Italian barca, meaning boat. Originally a folk song sung by Venetian gondoliers as they rode through canals, its gentle rocking rhythm imitates the movement of a boat on water. Classical composers like Offenbach and Chopin later adopted the style. Word 487 is barcarole, spelling Barcarole, meaning a boat song of Venetian gondoliers. Example: the gondoliers sang a gentle barcarole as the boat glided through the canal. Word 488 is barograph, spelling Barograph, meaning an instrument that registers atmospheric pressure. Example: the barograph recorded the falling pressure before the cyclone hit. Word 489 is barometer, spelling Barometer, meaning an instrument for indicating atmospheric pressure. Example: the barometer warned of an approaching cyclone in the Bay of Bengal. Word 490 is bearing, spelling Barring, meaning apart from. Example: bearing rain, the gully cricket match will start at 3 o'clock. Word 491 is baritone, spelling Baritone, meaning having a register higher than bass and lower than tenor. Example: his baritone voice was perfect for reciting Urdu couplets at the mushair. Word 492 is bask, spelling Bask, meaning to make warm by genial heat. Example: the old man sat on the bench to bask in the winter sun. Word 493 is bass. Spelling: B-A-S-S, meaning low in tone or compass. Example: the bass notes of the dole vibrated through the entire auditorium. Baritone and bass are the two lower male voice registers. Baritone comes from Greek baris, meaning heavy, and tonos, meaning tone. Bass comes from Latin bassus, meaning low. Together, they give depth and weight to choral music. Word 494 is baste. Spelling: B-A-S-T-E, meaning to cover with melted fat, gravy, while cooking. Example: grandmother taught me to baste the chicken with butter for a golden crust. Word 495 is baton. Spelling: B-A-T-O-N, meaning an official staff born as an emblem of authority. Example: the conductor raised his baton to begin the orchestra's performance. Word 496 is battalion. Spelling: B-A-T-T-A-L-I-O-N, meaning a body of infantry forming a part of a regiment. Example: the battalion marched in perfect formation on Republic Day. Word 497 is batten. Spelling: B-A-T-T-E-N, meaning a narrow strip of wood. Example: the carpenter nailed a batten to reinforce the old wooden door. Baton, battalion, batten, batter, and battle all come from Latin batuere, meaning to beat. A baton is a beating stick, a battalion is a group sent to beat the enemy, and to batter is to strike repeatedly. All connected by the idea of striking. Word 498 is batter. Spelling: B-A-T-T-E-R, meaning a thick liquid mixture beaten together in cookery. Example: she prepared a smooth batter for the dosa on Sunday morning. Word 499 is bauble. Spelling: B-A-U-B-L-E, meaning a trinket. Example: the child was fascinated by the shiny bauble hanging on the Diwali decoration. Word 500 is bawl. Spelling: B-A-W-L, meaning to proclaim by outcry. Example: the street vendor bawled out his prices to the passers-by at the market. Thank you for listening to the Vocabulary Podcast by IMS Gujarat.